You're lucky you already wins. Well, we're nothing if not flexible here, so we're going to switch the order up a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can handle it. The next guy up here used to be one of the artistic directors back when this was the Equinox Theater. He also holds an MFA in acting from UC San Diego, and he recently completed his first novel, A Riddle in Ruby, and it is slated for release by HarperCollins in fall of 2015. Tim Davis with the story, A Nice Floral Bag.
So, this is a story of hope. Summer 1991, and I just finished my junior year in college in Philadelphia, and I moved out of my place, and I'm going to move into a new place in August, and it's this amazing sort of row house, sort of exactly in the neighborhood Bennett was talking about. And but before that, I have this opportunity with some geeky theater friends of mine to go to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is this magical, amazing place. Edinburgh is a city of 500,000, grows to like 1.5 million for the month of August, and there's like thousands of shows. And we're going to go, and we're going to do a really, really big crowd pleaser, Bertolt Brecht's Antigone. And we have the clothes, we have these sort of black Martha Graham pajamas, and it's a small show. There's 5 of us, and we all have paper mache masks that we made for ourselves. Mine has eyes all over it, lizard eyes. And so it's my friends, it's me and my friend Larry and my friend Brad and my friend Yaz, and we don't have an Antigone yet. So we find this Antigone. We're going to call her Boca de Gavia. And Boca de Gavia is a transfer from Brandeis. And she's really sweet. And she's this tall, amazing woman. She has this fiery mane of red hair, and I'm instantly in love with her, or in lust with her, or something. I don't know. But I'm super excited that we're going to go because we have this amazing chemistry, and I think that amazing things are going to happen. And I think her boyfriend did too. Because it comes to Edinburgh. And so I'm spending this month with this amazing woman in the show with her, and I know that there's chemistry, and I know that there's just this moment, but there never is the moment. And a month goes by, and so I try to sort of have solace, you know, and I try to make myself happy in other ways, and so I discover Scotch. It's truly an astonishing thing. And I have some money. I mean, I'm really I'm dirt poor at this point. I have 2 items of luggage. One is a big sleeping bag. You know those like 1930s sort of sleeping bags? They're like wool on the inside, and they're like this big and rolled up. And I wear that around my shoulder. And I also have my mom's cosmetic bag that she loans me. That's a relic of like the mid-70s, and it has this beautiful floral pattern on it. It looks like myself in like a nursing home. I'm walking around Edinburgh. So anyway, boyfriend goes home, and it's the last night. We're all there together, and I've sort of written it off. I've written it off. It's just a thing. It was a moment that might have happened but didn't. But then we're all out at the bar, as you do, or at the pub, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, we get shit canned, and we realize, oh, we're taking our train, because the train's going back to London, where we're flying out of, the next morning, we're going to take an all-night train, so we decided to get really, really drunk and lose track of time, because that was funny. So we'll run to the train station, and the platform is completely empty. And there's three conductors there, and we went up to them, and they say, and we say, okay, what about our train? And they say, which we realize means it left about 15 minutes ago. Is there another train? No. So what do? We figure out, we go to, realize we have no lodging at all. Every flat is booked, and so we eventually find this incredibly ritzy, tiny little jewel box of a boutique hotel, and the people are very, very proper. So me and Boku de Gabia, we represent ourselves as a couple, and I have a student credit card with a limit of sorts, and so I swipe that, and we do that thing, and we get in, and we sneak our friends in the back stairs, but it's scary though. So there's like 5 of us in this room for 2, and you can only have 2 people. Actually, how it sounded was anyway. They all decide to go out and get drunk, and suddenly we're left here, the 2 of us, and I'm so excited because suddenly it's on, you guys. It's on. And we're looking in the mirror with each other and getting ready for bed. Like we're sitting at the sink. We're getting ready for bed. We're not getting ready for bed, but we're getting ready to go to sleep. Right? I think we're getting ready for bed. And it's so tense, and we're looking at each other in the mirror, and she's like got her pajamas on, and they're really cute, and they're silk, and I have like my jeans and my t-shirt on. And there's a moment where she's like, "Do you want to? Should we sit in the bed?" And I was like, "Oh no, I really can't." Yeah. So I sleep on the floor, and she sleeps up there. But I hear in the way that she's sleeping, it's like an invitation. So because in the way that she's sighing, it's like she's like. And so I start trying to communicate. So I go, she goes, and then I go, and I go, anyway, this is the beginning of a truly epic trail of tears. Like really, really astonishing. I felt like I was a monkey fucking a football. So anyway, what happens is we do our thing. We go. It doesn't work out. We get up the next morning. Everybody goes to the Edinburgh airport, and we get on these commuter flights because that's the only way we can get to London. The student credit card gets used again, and so I take this commuter flight. But then we're at Heathrow, and I have to get to Gatwick. But the thing is, I will tell you. Remember the solace of the Scotch? I remember that. I'm clinging to this. And I had gone about like 3 days left. I had spent a good sum of money again. There's a theme here. And I went to one of the most magical places I've ever been. It was a Scotch store, and it was blonde wood, and there were these individual shelves, each one holding a holy icon of goodness. And there was a man there in a suit. He was in a suit. He had a little blue blazer and a tie, and he taught me the ways of Scotch, and I got this fantastic, wonderful bottle, and I was saving it. I was going to drink it when I got home. When I got home back to my new apartment back in Philadelphia, I was going to drink it, and I was going to savor it. And so anyway, I'm going from Gatwick to Heathrow, and I'm running through the tube station, and I'm trying to get there. I'm like O.J. Simpson in a Hertz commercial. And thank you for understanding the reference. My sleeping bag falls off of my shoulder, and I'm going through this turnstile, and I see it, and I think to myself, oh my God, my scotch is in that sleeping bag. And I see it falling, and I think oh, it's really padded. It might be okay. And then it falls, and it hits the cement ground of the station, and I hear this little tiny clink. And then a puddle starts coming out. The entire bottle is gone. I open up my sleeping bag inside of the station, and there's a little tiny sliver of the bottle that's still left, and I start drinking it. Because I can't. It's amazing. It's so good. But anyway, cut to this crazy odyssey of, it's like 72 hours of Gatwick Airport to JFK to Newark, which is where my return SEPTA ticket, Southeastern Pennsylvania Transit Authority, and I'm out of money by this point. I go to the Roy Rogers, and it's like they have 99-cent curly fries, and I don't have 99 cents for curly fries. So I'm like, I can do it. I'm a man. I can do this. And so I have my return ticket already back from SEPTA to Philly. When I arrive in Spruce Street Station at probably about 12:30 at night, 30th and Spruce, right dead in the middle of the neighborhood that Ben and I live in, which is about 20 blocks away from my house. And I realized my new house that I've never been to, but there's a guy that I know who rented it out to me, and he promised me that the key would be in the mailbox, so I'm sure it will be, right? And so I walk through crazy Philadelphia, crack vial. A buddy of mine got mugged several times by the same mugger who recognized him. Hey, man! That's another story. Anyway, I'm exhausted. It's like 2 in the morning, and I realize I'm walking through this churchyard where there's gravestones everywhere, because you cut through the churchyard, and that's what you do, because that way there's less crack vials there. And there's these 3 dudes sitting on a gravestone, and I'm already walking towards them. So if I turn, that's not going to work. So I walk past them, and one guy stops me, and he says, "Hey, man!" And I go, "Hey!" And he says, "That's a nice floral bag." So that was okay. And I get back to my apartment, and the key's not there, but that's another story. Eventually, about 5 in the morning, I get into my completely empty, beautiful, disgusting, decrepit, artist-y, converted row house studio apartment by myself on the hardwood floors that are actually, I can see the basement below me, on a nasty little futon that somebody left there because I haven't got my stuff yet. And I curl up in my sleeping bag. And I smell scotch.